is Goldilocks, and I want to know how I should price my house.
Hey y'all, my name's Shawn. I'm so glad to be back.
And I'm Kyle.
We've been gone for a month, but for great reasons. We've closed over $2 million in real estate. It was my birthday. It was Kyle's birthday.
We both had anniversaries. We both went on vacation, and we had a big celebration together.
We did. And it's good to be sitting next to you, Kyle, and good to talk to you guys again to unlock another mystery of real estate.
And remember, not only are we doing these videos to provide entertainment and value for you.
Entertainment, I love that. Nope, we're doing it to drum up business for us too, because we want you to hire us. We work in the Atlanta market. We also want you to trust us to find you an agent anywhere in these United States. And finally, we want you to like us. And if you do, hit like, comment, subscribe, share, tell your friends.
That's right.
That's right.
Hey, y'all.
Hey.
Well, this week our question came to us from Goldilocks, who wants to know how she should price her house.
Well, first, tell them about the costumes, Kyle.
Yes, so it's important to note that we had initially planned on dressing up for this. So if you'll do us a favor, put on your fairy tale glasses and picture me in a blonde wig like Goldilocks and Shawn in a bear costume, and we're great.
Yeah. So Goldilocks' question, to get back to the question, was about pricing. And pricing is both an art and a science. So it's important to have a Fruit Loop in your corner that understands the market. Now, what is a Fruit Loop? Fruit Loop, again, on this channel is a full-time licensed real estate professional. Don't be fooled like Little Red Riding Hood was, who thought the wolf was her grandmother. There are many agents dressed in sheep's. There are many agents that are like sheep's. They're wolves dressed in
Grandmother clothes?
There it is. There it is. No, in sheep's clothing. That's what I was going to say. So it's important to have a full-time licensed real estate professional that understands the ins and outs of the real estate market so that your pricing strategy and your ultimate real estate transaction will have a fairy tale ending.
And you can be confident that your Fruit Loop will recommend a list price based on the knowledge of like what kind of market we're in. Are we in a buyer's market, a seller's market, a balanced market? Are single family homes more hot right now? Or are you in a condominium that has high HOAs that would require a price adjustment? Where the home is located and its condition also matters. Is it located on a busy street, or is it in a quiet cul-de-sac that's secluded? What time of year is it, and what are the interest rates? Because trying to sell your home in November is very different than trying to sell it in March.
That's for sure.
And a 3% interest rate will give buyers much more purchasing power than a 12% rate.
Yeah, and there are things that are in your control and out of your control. Maybe you just got a job in a different state and you've got to sell quickly. Or maybe you have all the time in the world. Maybe you want to put your house on the market, you want to do everything that you need to do to put your house, or maybe you don't want to do anything. All of those things impact the price.
I mean, it kind of makes me think of the fairy tale of the Three Little Pigs. Is your home or situation made out of straw, sticks, or bricks? Whatever the case may be, just make sure to price your house accordingly.
That's right, or the market will huff and puff and blow your price down.
Oink, oink.
So before we continue this fairy tale, let's talk about what fair market value is as it relates to price. Very simple, most people don't know it, but fair market value of any home is simply what a buyer is willing to pay. Period, end of that fairy tale. Now, of course, you could have a loan or a bank, and it makes the fairy tale a little bit more complicated, but still, at the end of the fairy tale, it's just what's the buyer willing to pay. That's it.
So, Goldilocks, would you like to price your house too high, too low, or just right? The strategy that you go with just depends on the answer to the questions that we mentioned, as well as the current market conditions. So let's review the 3 pricing strategies that we utilize.
So pricing strategy 1 is to price your home too low. And that would mean that buyers are emotionally attached to your low price home, creating a multiple offer situation, ultimately getting you either at market value or above market value for your home. But beware, it's important that you actually price your home correctly, because while you think you may have priced your home below market value, you may have priced it at market value or above. And that creates a risk of you only getting one offer. You say, well, what's wrong with one offer? Well, that one offer you may be contractually obligated to accept. You see, you signed a listing agreement with your agent that said if you get at or above asking price, you have to take that offer, even if it's below market value. So it's important to read your listing agreement and also perhaps put a special stipulation in there that clearly outlines what your bottom line for price is.
Now, strategy 2, which is also the most common strategy, is pricing your home just right, or whatever the numbers say fair market value is. Your Fruit Loop should always draft a comparative market analysis, also known as a CMA, of similar homes in your neighborhood. The report will include pricing for homes that are currently on the market, homes that are under contract, homes that have closed, and homes that have expired. A CMA can show a direct correlation between the days on market and the price that it's listed at. So for example, let's just say there are two other identical homes to yours in your neighborhood. One just expired after 90 days on the market and was listed at $350,000, while the other one went under contract after 1 day at $300,000. In this scenario, perhaps maybe fair market value for your home is $325,000. This can be a good scientific way on how to determine list price.
It's great information, Kyle. Let's talk about the last strategy, which is to price your home too high, which would be above what the comparative market analysis says is fair market value. This strategy is great to use in a seller's market. That would mean there's a ton of buyers and few houses on the market. Or maybe your house really is that 1 in a million home. It's got all those upgrades. Maybe it's in the perfect location. Maybe it's got great schools, or a combination of all of the above. A great Fruit Loop will use emotion, your home's proximity to schools, its location, its upgrades, or whatever else makes it special to justify its high price. Again, we see this strategy a lot in a seller's market, but it's important if you use this strategy to make sure to have another strategy, which is a price reduction, because you may be testing the market at this high price, but you may also need to reduce it. You don't want it to sit on the market. Your home is hot for 30 days. So have a proactive strategy to reduce the price of your home within that time frame.
So, Goldilocks, to answer your question about how to price your home, it really just depends on your unique situation, which is why it's important to have a Fruit Loop that understands the fairy tale that you're in and can let you live happily ever after.
Oh.
And now that you know a little bit more about how to price your home, be sure to tune in to us next week when we talk about community.
Well, I'm so excited to talk about community. I love community. I love sitting next to you, Kyle. I love talking to you and unlocking another mystery of real estate every Wednesday at 1 o'clock.
And not only are we the Cinderfella and Snow White of real estate.
I'm Cinderfella.
So I guess I'm Snow White.
You sure are.
But we also want to be your fairy tale dream team.
That's right, your dream and this team. We specialize in single family homes and TLC, that's townhomes, lofts, and condos.
And as always, tender loving care.
Oh. You say care?
Care.
Tender loving care. Thanks for watching our videos. If you want to buy or sell real estate in the in-town Atlanta market, we want to be your trusted advisors. And if you live anywhere else in the United States and want to be connected to a full-time licensed real estate professional in your area, we can help with that too, and at no cost to you. Kyle, I'm a poet, didn't know it. Anyway, connect with us on our website at yourrealestatedetectives.com.
In fact, be sure to follow us on all social media platforms, Facebook, Instagram, at The Real Estate Detectives. And finally, we want you to like us.
Like us!
So if you found value in these videos, make sure to like, subscribe, share with a friend.
That's right!
Hey, y'all.
Hey!
We'll see you next week.
See you next week.